This is my friend's pub. If you live in London, you should go. I recently rediscovered loads of old magazines I have. I'm in the process of moving house. I came across this as I was packing and I just thought, this is the most me makeup ever. The black eye, a little bit of gunmetal, there's a bleached brow going on, and a baby pink lip. This is from 2008. The model is Raquel Zimmerman. Cute. Okay, it just ripped in the middle. This is very Gucci Autumn Winter 26 runway makeup with the big black eye and the red lip. I love this like old Hollywood that they were going for. Just so beautiful. Oh my god, this one. Shit. This one is crazy. Very black eye and a complete concealer lip. Quite a lot in here obviously because she's the cover star, but this is the best look. The black eye with the pink lip. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna recreate it. Now, as usual, I'm gonna start with the eyes because they're such a heavy feature. There's no point in doing my base or my skincare until the eyes are done. I want to introduce my vintage mirror. How cute is it? It's really beautiful. So I'm going to start with a black eyeliner. This is the WONDERSKIN Licorice liner. It's just a jet black. Love WONDERSKIN eyeliners. They actually really don't move. They just don't move. Now this is a very deep, prominent black eye. It's not blended on the bottom at all, but it is on the top. It's basically like a big wing. A big block wing with a gunmetal shimmer on top. And then this is just like a block underneath. Connect them together to make the wing. Look how black this eyeliner is. I want to make it really big. I think she has bigger eyes than me. It also extends into a wee feline point. I'm just going to keep extending it. Oh my god, that looks so good. That's our base. I'm going to go to a black eyeshadow. This is the Beauty Bay Smoky palette. Let's take the black, obviously. And I'm taking that on a flat eyeliner brush. This is my obsession, this brush. And I'm just going to press it on top of what I have already done. So it's locked in place. And it looks a bit more like black. You see how it's not completely even? You think that this brush would be really awkward to use, but it's actually not. But it's the opposite. It just does everything for you. Oh, so good. Absolutely love that. I'm going to take a wipe and I'm going to make the lower lash more precise because, like I said, it's not smoky under there. It needs to be quite harsh and precise. It basically needs to look more like liquid liner than pencil liner and eyeshadow. So it's just been like painted on. Oh, it's so good. I love it. Now, for the gunmetal situation, I just searched high and low. I'm gonna go for this GODMODE palette with this shadow. This is the Cosmic Eye Color Quad in Blade. And this is the gunmetal shade. And I'm really nervous to do this. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna put it on all over. I'm applying it with one finger and then blending it out with the other. It's gonna get on the eyeshadow, or it's gonna get on the eyeliner, but we're just gonna go back over the eyeliner. I would imagine that she had the eyeshadow on first, and then when they changed the look, they added the black eyeliner. So it was probably like the last look that they did because it's the biggest look that they did. And you always build up, usually from lightest to darkest. Obviously, logistically, just makes more sense. And I'm gonna go back to my WONDERSKIN liner and just make it nice and black again. The shape is already there, so. Actually, I am gonna go and get a liquid liner. I'm gonna use the NARS CLIMAX liner. It's such a good liquid liner. It's pretty much like a marker. I'm also touching up the inner corner because, oh shit, I didn't do that on the other eye. I always find the inner corner thing so scary because If you do it even slightly wrong, then it totally transforms the eye. And because no one's face is symmetrical, it's quite hard to do it symmetrically. But honestly, just the best thing to do with anything in makeup is to just not overthink it. Don't spend too long on anything. Just deepening it up a bit. Just where it looks smoky. I'm using the liquid liner so it looks very sharp and not like a smoky eye. I'm happy with that. Let's add some mascara. I'm not going to bother curling my lashes because I'm going to put lashes on. I'm going to use this RABANNE mascara. I have really been enjoying it, so let's keep the good vibes going. She has a lot of mascara, especially on her lower lash line, so I'm going to spend a long time just building this up. I'm going to use my black lash glue. This makeup's going to be an absolute nightmare to take off. But hey, it is worth it. I'm using these eyelashes again. These are the ones I used in the last video. They're the EYELURE number 003 No Trim. They're basically rounded. It's a very classic lash. It's not like a cat eye or a half lash or anything. It's just like an OG fake eyelash. This is perfect for this look because they have quite a rounded, kind of doll like eyelash, but it's not like this day and age. That's perfect. I'm gonna go back to my black eyeliner and cover the band of the lash with black eyeliner so it melts, so that it melts into the makeup and you can't see where the band is and where the black liner is. I haven't done a bleached or a fake bleached brow in a long time, so this will be fun. Used to do it all the time. Used to bleach my brows as well, like every other bitch. Oh shit. No! My light reflecting foundation. Diva down. I'm laughing, but that's a coping mechanism. Oh my god, I'm devastated. I'm gonna use this anyway. I'm gonna use this on a spoolie. May as well. Oh, that's so sad. I don't even know how that happened. This on a spoolie and just take it through the eyebrows. Hers are like a wee bit yellow actually, but just make sure you bring it back and forth so that you get all the hairs. I'm starting with something that's similar to my skin color to begin with, so I can blend it into the skin around, and then I'll touch it up with yellow to make it more like hers. A more yellowy concealer to make it more like hers. You can see it's not like fully blended around, so just take a small brush, blend it around. Gorge. I never thought of people bleaching their eyebrows in 2008. It's like nearly 20 years old. It's crazy. I guess every day I'm reminded how unoriginal everything is, truly, in the most beautiful way. I'm gonna take a bit of my milk concealer, because it is a wee tiny bit more yellowy than the NARS one. It's also a bit thicker in consistency, so it'll be a bit more sturdy. But on the topic of creativity and stuff, I used to get so annoyed when I would see someone do something that they clearly copied me. And I used to be so obsessed with it. I would constantly see people do things after me that were like, I was like, oh my god, they're stealing my whole flow. This is so frustrating. And it still happens, but now I just don't care. You have to just let it go because we're all inspired by the same things. Like in my universe of makeup, we're all inspired by Pat McGrath. We're all reading from the same playbook. I'm not original, they're not original. Obviously we interpret things and do things in our own way, but the bones of it are the same. We have the same vibes. And also, even when you can tell that somebody is doing something that isn't really true to them or their style, and they're just copying it and they're just doing it, whatever. Well, that is just life. Once things are out in the world, people are free to do whatever they want with them. And who am I, or who is anyone else to stop that? Obviously it's different if you rip off someone's work and then profit off of it, but just for general aesthetics and vibes, and you know, unfortunately is the highest form of flattery. I used to get so annoyed about it and so frustrated, but now I'm just like, I know I'm that girl, so of course they're gonna copy me. That's a good thing. Anyway, my point is, nobody owns anything. None of us have ownership over anything because it's all been done before. You think you fell out of a coconut tree? You are a product of everything that came before you. Anyway, guys, for my base, she has quite a perfect kind of polished base. So I'm going to use the Milk Concealer. I absolutely love this concealer. Except I use it as foundation, which is obviously really wasteful. And I'm using stippling motions to make it more full coverage, like hers. I'm going to keep the eye on, I think, for today. It's actually St. Patrick's Day, guys. It's St. Patrick's Day. It's my day. So I'll keep this on, I think, and then just add some green shimmer on top. Because I actually don't have any green clothes. It's just not my vibe. Green is not my vibe at all. She doesn't have any blush on or anything, which I love. I love black eye and a baby pink lip with nothing else. So I'm going to use some translucent powder. This is the MCO Beauty one. And I'm going to use that on a powder puff because she has a very matte finish. This is the Morphe powder puff that I'm a really big fan of. Wait, why is there, excuse me, dust all over it? Now that the first layer of powder is on, I'm going to go back to my concealer and add more coverage. I really like building coverage up like this. The Milk Concealer just like blends on top of anything like powder. Which usually it goes cakey if you do that, but this one is really buildable on top of powder, which I love. It's my favourite way to build coverage. Like you're really, really locking it in. And then I'm going to go back to the powder, but this time I'm going to do it on a brush. Going back to the powder, but this time I'm doing it on a brush. Purely because the powder puff has dust on it. And I don't want to get up for another one. Let's get into the lip. I'm going to use the SIMIHAZE blush, which is a really gorgeous blue pink. It also has a tiny bit of shimmer in it, which she has, I think. This is actually perfect timing because I've wanted to do this for ages. I'm going to make a grey lip balm to put it on top because I want to cool it way down. I just have this old Beauty Bay brow thing. I got this RHODE Peptide Lip Boost. Yeah, that happened. Anyway, broke in my kit. It probably, I think it got crushed like under the weight of it. Put it in here. There's a lot in here. God, there's way more in here than I thought there was. I'm gonna flatten it down. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Now I'm gonna take some black eyeshadow. I want it to be a bit more milky. I'm gonna add some corrector. I think that might be enough actually. Yeah, that's a really gorgeous color. This is actually gorgeous. Okay, so I've got my concoction on. I'm gonna add some of this MCO Beauty blush. Very happy with it. And now I'm gonna take some of this blush just to make it even more pink. And then I'm gonna add some white eyeshadow to make it even more milky. I want my lip to be slightly more baby pink. Or is this wearable baby pink? I don't really want a wearable one. Oh, it's perfect. I'm just going to take a bit of concealer on a fluffy brush and touch this up. And then I'm just going to take a bit more powder. I straightened my hair because I feel like this look just needs really straight hair. That's the finished look. I'm obsessed, obviously. This is like my favorite kind of makeup, like I said. I love the no eyebrow. I'm still gagged that they were doing that in 2008. Did I do it justice? I think I did. She looks great. I feel amazing. Like, amazing. Whoa. If you like these, I will do more because I have loads of old magazines. Also, there are so many other looks in here that are crazy. Obsessed. Thank you so much for watching.